Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Sunday night game of the Kindred of Savannah. Our little Vampire the Masquerade game that we've been running for, well, this will make the 12th episode. Before we get into character introductions and player introductions, which by now I'm sure most of you know who we are, but it's always good in case we got some new viewers. The screen in front of you, you'll see a little Google map. And that's what it is. It is a Google Maps snapshot of the club in which our vampires frequent. Worked out at one point in time and apparently are now employees of the individual who runs the place. Well, that's brought to you through Roll20. Screenshot saved and brought it over to Roll20 to create a scene for my players to use to have a little immersion and they can see what's going on. So if you're doing digital games, Roll20 is a good one to use. You also have Fantasy Grounds, and if you really want a bit of a headache from time to time, you can go to Foundry. I only say that because we use it on Wednesdays, and sometimes we think Mike is just a, masochist because of the... Anyway. The miniatures we have on the board here, you'll see two of them standing on the roof and one standing in the parking lot, are created through Hero Forge. You can custom create your miniatures from the typical miniature size, I don't know the number, up to a statuette size you can put up on your bookshelves or on your desk. But if you're a subscriber, you can turn those miniatures into a digital copy that you can use in your digital games, such as what we're doing. Also, we have a sponsor on usually on our Friday night games, but we always like to give a shout out to them one way or the other. Not Hero Forge, but GUI Cube. The other one. GUI Cube is a 5th edition D&D type world called Zyathe. It was created by the company several years ago, and over the last, what's it been, 3 years?
Something like that.
That I've known them. They've actually got more added on from the community itself. So if you've got a DM out there, there's no telling. Maybe he's got a favorite tavern. You might find it in the world of Zyathe because he may have contributed it to the GUI Cube world, the world of Zyathe. So if you haven't had a chance, go check them out, GUICube.com. Down below we have Extra Life. Extra Life link is so you can give to the Children's Miracle Network or the Children's Hospitals anytime throughout the year. We leave it running year long. So just click on the link, pick a name, we don't care, as long as the kids get that money. There are bubbles down below, or at least a little symbol that looks like bubbles. We call them bubbles. The longer you watch our program, you click on that little thing, it'll build numbers and points. Now, mind you, right now, Vampire the Masquerade does not have anything, nor does our Wednesday night game have anything you can spend those points on.
We have out there? Where is it at? I just saw it. That side. I gotta go.
Alright. I was looking for it. Mind you, Sunday night and our Wednesday night game does not have anything you spend those points on, but our Friday night game does. And you keep posted, keep watching. Who knows? We might make some changes and you can spend those points to assist in the campaign or the games, whichever ones we're running at the time. But anytime we're streaming, you can collect those said points. I don't know if Curtis is probably now our top number as far as points is concerned. Drag Queen was at one point in time, but somehow lost over half of her points from not spending them, so we don't know what that is. Other than that, I don't think there's any further announcements that we need to bring up at this point in time. Anybody got any? Oh, right. So we will get back to Marcus in a moment. But we will go ahead and start down below me with our introductions.
Hello, my name is Curtis Frost, and I am playing a Bruja by the name of Dominic Igor Dom. Whatever it is, kind of like someone else in this group, it's a little iffy on what they're called at the time.
Yeah, but you changed your name for other reasons.
Yeah.
Not because you've already given your new name to somebody else.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just Bruja.
So we'll go ahead and skip over Marcus for now and go to our other player, our last and final player.
Hi, I'm Robert Maxwell, and I'm playing Jude, also known as Judd, depending on the day. He answers good. And he is the Nosferatu-like sneak of the party who is really good at breaking it.
And apparently
But
a lot of
also
other things here lately.
Yeah, and also discovering a little bit more of his predatory nature that he's never played with before.
Alright, and Marcus will give himself an introduction when he gets back. Let's see. So I believe we were discussing this a minute ago. We all left off with our players returning to their said domiciles of some sort and resting for the day. So if we'd like to go ahead and make our wake up, let's go ahead and get those out of the way. Hungry.
I'm doing okay.
Yep, you're good. Judd's a little hungry. Might have something to do with what his last meal was.
It's gonna go and find another entitled person, huh?
Yeah, I'll need to probably feed at some point. I mean, I can still use my blood bags for now, but...
So, you guys are waking up in your separate locations. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna catch the ferry across the town as normal.
Alright, and Judd?
Sorry, I have a dog barking, so I'm gonna have to do
Oh,
it in
yeah.
a second. But
I did put it in
wake
chat that
up-
we're having doggy issues tonight, so maybe that'll, take in some consideration for us.
Yeah. So I'm going to start making my way over to the club because I have a question for Crystal.
Okay. So, what method of transportation any of you guys using? You took
I'm
the ferry.
I'm walking.
Okay. All right. So, Marcus,
Yes.
Angel, sorry. You're at your room, and it's time to wake up.
Okay.
So, why don't you give us a rouse? Okay, it looks like Judd's the only one who's suffering a little hunger this morning. Alright, so what are you going to do once you get up?
I'll go downstairs, talk to, what's her name?
Taylor? You looking for the Taylor?
Mass is what I'm calling it because I can't freaking pronounce it. Masculine.
Yeah, I'm not on the right page yet, so hold on.
Masiona. M-A-S-I-O-N-A.
Yeah.
See if she was able to reach out to them about making the soup or getting materials to make for her to make the soup.
Well, I mean, I suppose I did have a full day. It'll take some time for the material to get here, but then yes, I can be able to make that for you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Now, are we just wanting the one suit, so we don't want anything for anyone else, or for your, more suits for you to have in your wardrobe?
Well, depending on how much material they send.
Well, I mean, it also depends on how much you're willing to spend.
Well, here's my credit card. How much are these suits going to cost?
I did give you a price last week, did I not? I do believe I did. But I think we actually looked up the price of the actual suits.
That's why I thought we were.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see.
How much money do you have
Why, do you want to get some more from him?
besides what your bank account has froze?
They sent me a new card. I think my bank account had 5 and the credit card was 10 or something like that.
Let's see.
If you don't sit down, you're gonna be put in the chili.
He's not drow.
We don't put doggies in chili, people. It's just mean that way. Anyway, she quotes you about $800. Should be enough for one suit.
Alright. Well, here's my credit card. You want to put that on file? So I'll be coming back, I'm sure, several times.
Very
let's-
well, I'll take care of that.
Let's go ahead and make the $800. 5 would be 4,000. Alright? So I give you a suit for each day. Let's do that.
Oh, okay. So, we did do measurements on you, did we not, for your current attire?
Yeah.
Now, do you want another measurement done in case you've changed in size any?
You want to let me know when you get the material in? I can come down so we can get the.
Well, it'll be.
fine size.
She pulls out her phone and starts typing in and looking at it. Yes, according to the tracker, we should have it in 3 days.
Okay.
So if you want to have another measurement done on you in 3 days' time, just put that on your calendar.
All right.
Puts the phone away, and is there anything else I can do for you?
No. I appreciate all your help with the idea.
Very well. She turns and walks back in the back to do work on something.
Okay. I'll turn around.
Every now and I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know what? I'll give Marcus the night off. I'll hop on my bike and drive it up to 51.
All right.
What could go wrong with that?
Oh no, nothing at all. So you'll get there before Judd. Judd, how did you say you're planning on getting there? Walking?
Yes, I'm walking.
Yeah, you're gonna take a while because the cemetery is a good distance away from.
Yeah.
Let's see. Directions
Yeah, I don't
to. Alright, you're looking at. Let's see, is there an option for. Nope. Okay. Well, the map doesn't give me an option for.
Are you
walking.
looking for distance?
I got the distance. It's about 4.1 miles, 13-minute drive.
About an hour.
So you're looking at, if you walk steadily at a slow pace for you, right? So
Medium pace.
you can probably get 3 miles in an hour. So we'll say you up that a little bit, and you get there an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
Let's close that out. I'll close that down. Alright, excellent. So, not long after Domenico shows up, you hear the whine of a motorcycle. It's one you're pretty familiar with because you've heard it before, and here comes Angel and his motorcycle.
I wonder if I can get that towed. No, I don't say that. I don't say that to him.
Jordan, of course, is working the front door again.
Alright.
Hey,
Oh.
Dom.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good. I mean, probably not as good as you. How are you dressed right now?
Um, I'm wearing a, 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 He is wearing the same greaser attire that he bought to replace his old outfit, and that's what he looks like, a 1950s greaser.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Then he's going to pretty much say, if you figure with the kind of money you're supposed to be making now, you'd be wearing, nicer clothes.
I'm too busy to go shopping, really.
I mean, I can ask around for you if you're looking to buy a new wardrobe.
I should have some time coming up here for you shortly, so I'll think about it. I'm gonna take a glance and look over where the Bruja, the Camarilla, I believe, the prince's guy, is
Yeah.
he still there?
Give me a wits and awareness.
Oh, this can, I'm sure go wonderful.
Now, are you trying to just look, or are you trying to do it slyly?
I'm just looking around.
All right. Yeah.
And
He
I'm
seems to
gonna
be.
glance over.
You still see. You see. Yeah. Sorry. You do see him still sitting over there at the table. He's got a glass of something and a computer in front of it. Well, not a computer, but a book, like a newspaper or whatever.
Alright, FBI, anywhere?
You do not see the FBI car anywhere.
Alright. Yeah, that's it.
Look.
Not gonna linger on anything, just.
Okay. All right. Hold on a minute.
Yep. And then probably hang her out on the floor.
All right. Sorry about that. They were bringing me some deviled eggs to finish off my meal for the evening.
Oh, nice.
Deviled eggs made from fresh chicken eggs.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've got about 60 chickens outside now.
You're gonna have more than you know what to do with. If
We
you
already
don't
have
already.
more than we know what to do
Yeah,
with.
if you already don't have-
Yesterday she brought in 48. Today
Yeah.
32. So
Yeah. Lots of omelets.
what you doing tonight, man? You got some work to do?
I'm about to go find out.
Hey, put in a good
That's
word for
fine.
me. Maybe I'll try to spread my horizons and make some more, fat cash like you're doing.
I'll just give him a nod and I'll let him know.
Well, he lets you in, and nobody seems to complain this time.
Yeah. Nice. No guy to whine and make a scene and then get kicked out.
No. And looking around when you did your little look, you don't even see him in line or nothing. So who knows? He might not even be coming back. So,
Okay.
Angel, you are able to witness Dominico going inside. What are you doing?
I'll pull up my bike and kind of park it near, just off the side of the door where, not really in the parking lot, but off the street.
So you're gonna illegally park your motorcycle? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. I just want to make sure I have
on
all.
my little grassy area of the club.
I just want to make
Yeah.
sure I have all the facts correct. That's all.
It's illegally parked? Perfect.
Yeah.
Angel,
Hey.
you ain't working tonight, are you? On the tables?
Don't believe so.
Yeah, Hitman's off tonight, so I thought maybe you was coming in to cover for him.
Oh, Hitman's work off. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we unfortunately, we can't really run the tables every night of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no problem. That's
Apparently, he's
fine.
dating one of those girls from the other night now. I
Ah.
think he had a date with her tonight.
Nice. So how's things been going on out here? Everything good?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, it's kind of weird. There's cops was here earlier today, but other than that, it's been pretty good.
What are cops doing here?
Oh, that's beyond my pay grade. I don't know. They were inside asking questions, but what they were asking about, I have no idea. They were talking with Carla.
Okay.
Might have something to do with you don't read the newspaper, do you?
Today's media, it's all horseshit. and propaganda for the most part. Why? What I miss?
Yeah. There's weird stuff going on in the city these days. Anyway, I get back to work. He lets you on in.
Before I walk in, I'll do a look around to see if I notice the guy.
You can go ahead and look.
Well,
You know the
I
deal.
probably won't.
Hey, hey. They're not looking for dogs. Calm down.
Anywhere.
Jordan's got a German Shepherd now that stands beside him and watches the door with him. Mm-mm. Nah,
You
you're.
said dog? I said dog.
Yeah. You see the. Oh, you. Yeah. Who's he dating? Michelle, right?
Sure.
I thought it was Zoe.
No, he's Zoe. His is Zoe. Michelle is the waitress. You're right. Yeah, Zoe got him for me or for us. Kind of a, I guess, an attempt to see what kind of parents would be first before we decide to, go further than that. Oh, he's well trained. Costs you a bit. I hope he's well trained.
It's a beautiful dog.
Yeah, he's a former drug dog, so periodically I've got to, kind of rein him in when he starts huffing at certain people that come walking in. You're not carrying, are you? That might explain why he just made the noises.
No, don't think I am.
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter to me if you are or not. I'm not a cop. Yeah, they already left. All right. Go on in. I'm sure the boss is waiting on you.
Go on in. And look around.
Seems to be,
Swing by.
it's Friday night, so it seems to be pretty hopping.
Okay. I will
Which
go
is
up to the booth and start getting set up for spinning some records.
Okay. So, about a half an hour to 45 minutes later, Judd, you come up towards the building. Are you
Okay.
going to try to do the same thing? See if boy's still sitting there?
Yes, I'm going to go around and I'm going to be invisible, of course. Let me do my route.
Were you invisible before you got here?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so
I would have gone invisible a long time ago.
alright, so you would have been invisible all the way down this. Okay.
Yeah, but I will double check to make sure that I'm not seeing people
Okay, go ahead and give me the.
around.
Go ahead and give me the.
And then I'm going to pass by the front of the club and go around back.
Alright, so along your trek to here, you do your typical walk by certain areas, and you see, Zeke's on his corner doing his thing. You've got the typical group of homeless who are sitting out there listening to him. You do see. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it after already telling everybody else that he was there. You see, what's his face sitting out front, watching the front of the club and trying to keep inconspicuous in appearance, but you know who he is. All right, so you walk past the front of the club, and you see, nothing other than him at the moment. Club's pretty hopping. You know who Jordan is running the front door.
Okay. Then I'm going to go back up to the front door, and if he has auspice enough to see me, I'm going to wave to the guy across the street and then go into the club because I'm trying, if he can see me, I'm trying to going here, going in there to look around.
Oh, see if he can see through your.
Yeah, well, if he does see through it, I'm trying to give him the signal that, hey, I'm going to go in there and look around.
Oh, well. He doesn't seem to acknowledge that he sees you.
Okay. And then I will bypass Jordan as he's letting some people in.
Alright. You get inside, like I said, club is hopping. You see Angel up there on the stage, setting up, his board, and actually by this point in time, he's probably got his first, song going. All right, you guys are inside.
Then I go upstairs.
All
And
right.
I think to myself, I need to learn about electronics.
You go upstairs. Same scenario as always. You got the human bouncers or bodyguards standing at the door. You're invisible.
Yep, I'm going to knock on the door.
Okay. They kind of turn around and seem a little confused. So they open the door.
And
Boss,
I'll
did
go-
you need us? No, I've decided to change my mind. Don't worry about it. And they close the door back behind them. Judd, please have a seat.
Thank you. And I'll come out of obfuscation at this point. Just, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Well, I have. That's interesting because I have something I need to discuss with you and your friends as well. But go right ahead. What is it you
Okay.
wish to discuss?
Well, the prince, Octavio,
Mm-hmm.
oh no, yeah, no, that's right. Okay, Prince Octavio, knows there's somebody older in town that's trying to stay hidden, and he's making it his business to find him.
Oh, is he now?
Yes. Now, I don't know about politics at this level, so if you want a meeting, I can set one.
No, fine. I thank you for the offer. It's one of those, if he wants to discuss anything, he should come to me. And if he's
Well-
half the prince that he would like to be, shouldn't be too hard to figure out who I am or where I'm at.
Okay, well, do you want me to facilitate him making contact with you?
Let's say no at this moment.
Okay.
Because we have other issues to discuss. And he reaches into his top desk drawer, pulls out a newspaper, and throws it on the center of the desk.
Okay.
And right now, you guys should see this.
Ooh.
And I'm going
I know
to.
it wasn't me because I dissolved that body.
You dissolved a body.
Yeah.
Then maybe you should turn to page 4.
Okay.
Would this happen to be the body you dissolved?
I think so. I really don't remember the face well enough.
Okay, well. That's what I was not concerned with. A missing person's a missing person. They happen all the time. I was more
Yeah.
concerned with the first one. That doesn't sound like anything that you or the others would have done, does it?
Nope.
Well, of course, they've not released the name yet, or the actual autopsy has not been completed, or at least as of this afternoon it wasn't. The body was found earlier today. I have someone in the coroner's office. They'll get with me later. They'll let me know if there's any concerns, whether it's a human playing at vampire or if it's an actual kindred-based kill. But you'll assure me it's neither of you guys.
Nope.
I may have you look into it, nonetheless. Now, about the second part. Are you quite certain you were left no strings or any evidence behind that may be an issue?
Oh, in terms of the other girl?
Yes, in terms of the missing person. Apparently her folks are prominent pillars of the community.
All of her stuff is spread out all over town, and her purse is somewhere at the bottom of the Savannah River. Her car happened to be picked up by a chop shop. So no. Oh, and I don't think there was a license plate left on it. So, yeah.
Well, at least you cover your tracks. That is very
Cell phone
commendable.
definitely underwater at this point.
So if they track it, that's where they'll find it, if they can get a signal from it.
Yeah.
That's of course if she was smart enough to use a waterproof case, but... Alright. Where are your other friends? It was Dominique and Angel.
Well, Angel's doing his DJing right now.
Surprisingly, I didn't go up there. I'm just kind of hanging out down there, watching the crowd. Since it's been a little bit since I've done that.
Igor might be downstairs. He also might be looking for some more vigilante.
Yes, it's interesting. Well, as long as it doesn't jeopardize what we have here, I see no harm in that.
Yes.
I mean, it is still hanging on to a bit of his humanity. I can't knock him for it. I did it myself the first 100 years.
Yeah. My sire keeps telling me I need to like that.
Well, yes, let go to a degree, but remember the masquerade is always forefront. Well,
Yeah.
Unless there's any more business. He turns and starts looking out the window again.
Okay.
I mean, you're free
I
to
will-
stick around, but...
I'm just gonna go leave a message for Angel.
And he tells you you can take the newspaper with you if you need to.
Okay, I will. And so I'm gonna go downstairs, and I'm just gonna have my hood up over me. I'm not gonna worry about going invisible.
Yeah, you kind of startle the bouncers as you come walking out.
Mhm. Well, that's kind of the whole point.
Where'd you come
Secret
from?
Doors everywhere. Secret doors everywhere.
Well, the boss had you in there and didn't holler for us. I guess it's alright.
Yeah. So, have a good night, guys. And I'm gonna go on downstairs.
Alright. And of course, like I said, you got Angel is up there hitting the beats. Or learning how to vanish.
I am going to go up to the bar. Hey, you have a piece of paper. I need to make a request for the teacher.
Sure. She pulls her pen out from taking orders and slides you a little notepad. I mean, you can do this. You talking about for Hitman, or are you talking about for Angel up there?
Oh, Angel.
Go ahead.
Okay, and I'm gonna write. Strangely, he writes in cursive because he was taught in elementary school how to do that. He writes a note. Angel, need to talk to you.
Are you trying to age us here?
I was taught cursive, I just don't use it.
Yeah, and you
I
come
was
to the
taught
bar.
calligraphy.
Yes, come to the bar, and I asked one of these people to pick it up to him, and I'll give them a couple dollars, probably that are crumpled.
So your note says Angel,
J.
and he talked to you.
with a J at the end.
Okay.
And if I see you looking over toward that area, I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
And if I see Dom, I will mosey over to him.
Dom, are you trying to stay hidden or?
No, I'm not being hidden at all. I'm just in the crowd.
Okay.
I'm going to come over then and tap you on the shoulder.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
Oh, alright, yeah, not a problem.
Okay. And so I'll move back over toward
Before he gets back to the bar, I'll look over at the bar. I'll say you want to go back to DJ.
You see me in the crowd. I don't. It's not like I don't stick
Right.
out.
Now I'll look at it and then just hold up the finger and then set up playlists to run for the next 30 minutes or so and then walk on down.
Okay.
And while he's walking on down, I'm going to hand the newspaper over to Dom, and then once Angel gets down, well, Igor, and once Angel gets down, I will hand it to him.
Well, we should probably go to the break room.
Yeah. So I follow you.
Yeah, and make sure Angel's with us. And Angel, was this you?
Hold on. Do I make it to the break room?
Oh no.
Okay. Well, that was to see if there's any beautiful women that may
Yes.
catch my eye.
Yes, that's what happens.
With that messy bestial failure.
Yes, that's exactly what happens. You see a group of them, and they catch your eye and other things.
Do we notice this? That
So
he
how
has
do you
gotten-
let
I mean, give me a wits and awareness, and we'll see.
Okay.
Please enjoying your night.
They give you an affirmative. Yes, they're enjoying their night. They're enjoying listening to your music. They're checking you out. The whole 9 yards.
I got
How
a
about
messy
you take
critical.
one side? How about you take one side, I take the other, we just lift him up and carry him.
Have you seen you girls around here before, or this is your first time in? What? I'll be back. I'll be back. Don't go no.
Yeah, sorry, it's just a, random sexually transmitted disease test.
What? He's lying. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
So you
What?
haul him
So,
off.
damn-
So that's the test they do here, not drug tests, but STDs.
Yeah, it's STD test. We don't worry about the drugs. Just as long as you ain't got no STDs, huh? What kind of bar is this?
What? What's so damn important? There's 5 of them.
I
Get them
oh,
split up.
yeah,
I had to
I
drop
don't
first,
need that,
but-
thank you, but here, read this.
It hands you the newspaper.
Braves lost.
No,
This
Braves won.
article right here.
I mean, yeah, you ask Rod, he'll tell you the Braves won. They've been doing good this year.
Paper go.
You didn't murder anyone last night, did you?
I don't murder anyone. They come to my place, we do our thing, and then they go home or go home the next night when I leave.
Well, what about you, Judd?
no.
Judd, have you killed anybody lately?
Yeah.
No. I'm a clean eater.
Yeah, you're all about the Capri Suns, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me some sort of deception roll there, will you, Judd?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not expecting him to have killed anybody in
Yeah.
this type of paper.
I'm just
so-
the way he just responded makes me want to
Yeah.
go. Let's get a little test on that, shall we?
Yeah.
Now,
I think that would be manipulation.
is this sort of like, how monkeypox, or they're just trying to scare the public again to staying home or some shit?
Was monkeypox a
well-
thing back in May?
No.
Well,
I don't
let's
think
hope
so.
it was.
Maybe
Well,
COVID, but I don't think monkeypox was a thing at the time.
Yeah, I did not make my 2 on that, so it's probably like, yeah, I'm kind of grinning a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But-
Probably smells her perfume on you still.
So was this one you?
Oh, no. I as I said, I'm a clean. Nothing's
Okay.
left.
I didn't think you ate. Okay.
Well, let's just say
You've expanded
my
his
sire
horizons.
convinced me to try something new.
He's no longer a Japanese.
Vegan.
Yeah, he's no longer a Japanese.
In this newspaper, is there? I'm sure it's a big city. One assault on somebody probably isn't going to be a whole lot. Is the guy that I dealt with the other night in there at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
Just,
damn, the asteroids beat us.
There is a missing person report in there.
Yeah.
We get sweets as rangers.
Now for it to be a front page thing like that,
Yeah,
there may be others that are not reported in this article. But the article does state that their body was found in the bushes at the park. I think I actually said,
bite marks.
huh?
Drained
Yep.
with bite marks.
Yep. And I think did it say it was who found it? Did I tell you that?
A young woman was found brutally murdered.
Yeah, it doesn't say who found the body, so it kept that
No.
quiet, or who she actually is.
Yeah.
Oh, Garfield, you're silly.
Boss says that your boss says that he has somebody at the board or coroner's office who's going to give him some information, but he wants us to look into this.
Well, it's it. I guess we could check with. I mean, you found us the bodies last time.
Well, yeah,
Would that be the best place to start?
the morgue.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could go to the morgue. I mean, if your boss has
Somebody
people
there.
Yeah, I think he already has that covered. I'm thinking of Zeke was around, so I'm gonna see if he knows anything.
Yeah, I ran into him last night.
Yeah, nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. I swear he's gonna get himself killed.
Oh, well, we've had a bet for 20 years.
I'm surprised it's been that long. I was thinking like tomorrow.
Yeah, no. Everyone knows he's crazy. If he was ever to get a following, well, that might be a little bit.
Which park does it say it's at, or just a park?
Forsyth.
Okay.
It's real close.
Which park did I meet Zeke at?
You met Zeke. Not there. You met. Let me get to the map. Say where you met Zeke. Remind you.
Was it cool? No, that's his name.
Reynolds Square.
Reynolds Square.
Was it
Okay.
Reynolds? No, I want to say. Yeah, never mind. It was Johnson. A little closer.
Okay, Johnson Square. All right. Yeah, that's not too far away.
This one is Forsyth Park, and you guys would know it as being one of the biggest parks in downtown Savannah. Because like Johnson Square is just like a little block type park. This one here takes up about, I don't know, it's not quite as big as Central Park in New York, but it's kind of like a Central Park-ish type place.
it's not horribly far.
Yeah, it's not bad. And looking from the picture, we'll probably be able to figure out which side of the park it's on from the picture.
Yeah.
Well, once you get there, yeah.
Also, probably police state.
Yeah, they would probably do that too.
Murder. So.
So is that what you guys doing? Head in that direction, or?
Huh? What?
Yeah.
The Dow's up, by the way. What are we doing? Sorry.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, so I think we should go.
Oh, I
Wait,
think
you-
he's doing
you
the
haven't yet-
crossword.
Oh, okay. You
No,
haven't yet.
that's stop. What?
Okay,
I'm sorry.
you haven't discovered yet, like, how to maybe read the past of objects or anything. They told me something about it.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it seems like some of the people, like the Toreadors, can get impressions off of things. You're not yet in tune enough. You seem a little distracted.
Well, I was reading the paper.
Okay.
But I don't know how my superpowers work or whatever they're called. They just happen.
Gotcha.
I didn't know I could do parkour crap until we were at the
Yeah, where we were, that thing,
Yeah.
that place, yeah.
and I just zoned out and started doing all this stuff.
So maybe it'll just come naturally to you later then.
Yeah.
I guess.
So let's go on down Forsyth and see what's up.
Alright. Now, out of context. Is that an aspect thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I just have heightened senses right
I
now.
was actually going to look it up myself to see if I could figure out what he's doing. I know it's what it's supposed to be, but I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah, it's an Auspex ability.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen for me.
No.
But, yeah, I mean, we could probably check it out and see if we can find something, but I don't think, shoe prints or anything like that's gonna make a whole lot of sense at a crime scene.
It's a level 4 ability known as Spirit's Touch. So it's a long ways off.
Yeah, that's just 20 points at the earliest. If you had 4 points or 3 points in it already.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take a while.
30.
Yeah,
45.
so a while.
What, you mean you can't get it after today's episode?
Yeah, like what I was looking at, it's like, oh yeah, no, that's only 45 points. I'm at 12.
Alright, so what are y'all doing?
I guess, are you gonna meet us there, or we'll have to hail a taxi probably, or get a ride from Marcus?
So, Igor, you
Yeah,
get a
when you
text.
want to ride, bitch.
There's
That's fine.
3 of us. So, what was that, Dan?
You get a text.
Okay, text.
The text is from Dante.
Okay.
Before it fizzles out, you get the notion that he is he's back with Celeste, and they've decided that maybe it might be best for them to leave the city after what happened.
Okay.
So, and he says, tell the others, bye, it was nice to meet him, but yeah, I think we're gonna find someplace better.
Alright.
Less drama.
I hear the South Pole's nice this time of year.
You realize did you send that to him?
No, I just
Oh, okay.
I say that out loud.
I didn't know if you responded to his message with a message.
Let's
knowing
set this
knowing
up.
Hal, knowing Dante and his reliability with technology, it might not have went through.
It wouldn't have. I was gonna let you know you get that whole did not deliver or whatever reading.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Dante and his lady friend, they're gone.
Did they elope?
Yeah. They the two of
Good
them
for
eloped
them.
to somewhere safer, better. I would assume probably further north.
Well, that's the opposite direction of the South Pole, so, I mean, really?
Hey, if you go north long enough.
I don't know. Somebody in here did say something about being a flat earther. Alright.
Alrighty then.
So you guys are heading to the park, right?
Yep.
All jokes
Yeah.
aside. Alright. So you get to the park. Once you get there, it's not too not too easy, not too hard to figure out where the picture in the paper came from, because it is cordoned off with crime scene tape, and there's a marked car parked right next to where it was at, and there's two officers sitting in the vehicle there, and it's on the north. If you're looking at the map, it's going to be the northeastern corner of the park.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
Well, okay. I'm gonna go on and go invisible, so I can, I'll duck behind a building and do it.
Alright, this time works out pretty good for you.
Yep. And then I'll come back around and say, you know what? Let me just go on and I'm gonna quickly do a once around, see what's up, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Is just take a once around this area to see who else I see. See if there are other cars other than just police cars.
Okay, go ahead and give me. Let's make this one an investigation. We can do intelligence investigation if that works for you.
Okay, that is fine.
Might help if I was actually on the right page to see what your roll was. Huh?
This is something where probably more successes would help. So I'm going to roll, use my willpower to try to increase this.
Okay.
And I did. I got 3 successes.
Looking around, you do notice there is an individual, probably you would assume gangrel in appearance,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like you, kind of dressed homelessly nearby, but is paying a lot of attention to what's going on in that area.
Okay. He does not look like one of ours. I mean, one of the cameramen.
You don't know all the Camarilla gangrel, so you don't know for certain. He might be.
Most gangrels are anarchs. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know everyone, so I will. Once I notice him, I'm going to go back to the others and say.
Well, hold on. You still had a very good investigation.
Okay.
With an investigation, you do find not where the when you find the depression in the ground and where the body must have been laying. You see where the grass is laid down, and definitely the size of the body. Not too far from there. By now, you see several tracks of what look like boot-based tracks. Or and out of all those tracks, you see one set of tracks that look like they were sneakers or tennis shoes of some sort. There's definitely been a lot of people around where the body was at, so there's definitely a lot of footprints in the dirt and stuff. But you do see what catches your eye from it is you catch a little bit of like clay or some sort of material on the ground near it.
Go on and get that clay.
All right, and
I don't have evidence bags or anything, but
when you go closer to pick the clay and stuff up off the ground, you do notice a very thin line around this one print, like almost octagon in shape, but not exactly octagon. Here, let me see if I can do it with this. It's like that right there,
right.
with the print directly in the middle.
Where did you draw that?
Right above the club. Do you,
Oh, okay, I got it.
it's the purple one.
Oh, that's pretty precise. So, and that's around the clay?
Well, the clay was inside that. It's just when you go to pick the clay up, you'll notice this thin line that goes around the print.
I'm going to roll a pulse just to see if it tells me.
No.
Nope, it does not.
Yeah, you can't really. At this point in time, you can't really figure out why that would be that way.
Yeah. Still, I'm not good enough with a cult. I'm just kind of going and take the. I'm going to take a piece of my shirt and put the ball plate in it. Somebody else might be able to do something.
To put the what in?
I'm going to put the clay in a.
Oh, the clay. Gotcha.
My shirt.
Okay.
Basically, I'm ripping off a piece and putting it in there so people can look at it later. I'm going to try not to touch it.
Okay.
Is it clay or is it fabric? I
Clay.
thought you said something. Okay. I thought you said something about fabric there, kid.
He put the clay in fabric.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't have an evidence back, so don't walk around with those.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back to the others.
All right. What are you guys doing while he is away?
Dom, you still got your badge on you?
No, I got rid of that thing. If you're talking about the outfit boys,
Yeah.
Yeah, those two died, along with probably being burned after we left.
Okay.
What are you saying? It might not be a good idea to pretend to be a dead FBI agent?
Especially if you look like said dead FBI agent.
Do I? I've changed since then. I don't know. I keep changing.
The bone structure tends to stay the same.
Facial recognition software and a dash cam of a police cruiser. But that's just me saying that.
Yeah,
Might
that's
not.
just for.
Yeah, it might not mean anything.
It's fine. But no, I don't. Yeah, with the cops there, I was thinking I would have let you know that I was just gonna go for a walk. I wasn't gonna plan on sticking around if Judd was gonna disappear and go do his thing. I'm just out on a little walk. That's my excuse.
Alright, so what are you doing, Angel?
As he goes out for a walk, kind of mosey around the area and just start like hollering out Dakota.
You're hollering out Dakota?
Like I'm looking for a lost dog that may have gotten away and slowly make my way towards.
Okay, give me a subterfuge.
Okay.
And we'll let you use, I guess, charisma for that.
Alright. Do I get my plus one since it's is this a social or just
No, no, you're not getting your plus. All right. So yeah, the officers actually think that's what you're doing is calling for somebody. Excuse me.
Oh yes sir.
There's something wrong.
Yeah, so take my dog for a walk and he saw a rabbit or something and he took off running.
Well, what kind of dog is it?
It's a mix, kind of looks like a miniature cow.
Don't think I recognize that breed. Looks like a miniature cow. What breed is that?
But man,
Oh, so you found him.
black and white. He's about 130 pounds, about yay tall. He stands about 3 feet tall, probably about.
But he's got coloring of a cow, not that he actually looks like a freaking cow, right?
Yeah, if you didn't know what a dog or a cow was, you'd think they're the same because he's huge and fat and part pit bull. I know his mom was a pit bull, but she was apparently a whore and got knocked up by a bunch of dogs at the same time. So it's mixed with a lot of stuff.
All right. Well, if we see a cow-looking dog running around, we'll be sure to let you know. You got a number or something?
Don't have my phone on. It was. I just live right down.
Well, if we see a cow dog, we'll tie it to the tree here, and we'll be here the rest of the evening.
Oh, what are y'all doing down here?
He looks over at the tape.
Oh, did something happen?
Do you not read newspapers or nothing?
I work from home.
It's a crime scene, is all I can tell you. They just told us to watch it to make sure nobody disturbs it or gets,
Aww. Speaking of aw.
Speaking of awe,
What's that? Manipulation and presence. Manipulation. None. Presence is a 3. Ooh. Don't know how you want to do the peaceful failure on that, but basically, with this, able to convince them to tell me what they roll composure plus intelligence.
Okay, okay. Let's see if they can hold out. Composure plus intelligence. Let's just add to this. All right. And you're trying to get them to tell you exactly what they know.
What the police know, any leads, stuff like that.
This is just a beat cop, but all I can tell you is they found a dead body here. They marked it off. We're to keep an eye on it. Technically supposed to mark any people who come by. Sometimes those killer types tend to come back to the scene of the crime.
Oh, wow.
And that's all he knows. He is just a beat cop, so
Okay.
I say beat cop. He is just a patrolman, not a detective.
If criminals tend to come back to scene crime, I better take off because I don't want to end up don't want another body out here for y'all. So I'll go ahead and take off. Y'all need coffee or something?
No, we're good. Thank you, though.
Alright. I'll start walking off and calling Dakota again.
All right. Give me a wits awareness, Dominico, because you said you're just walking around.
yep, I was gonna just be out on a walk, and yeah, seeing if I see anybody in particular that looks a little shifty. Let's go and try and get 2 more. So that's 3 total.
Alright, I will say you do notice the homeless gangrel who seems to be paying a lot, kind of looking or watching the crime scene from a distance. And on your walk, I'm going to say, let's see. You see another, young lady walking what looks like a dog as well on the other side of the park. But you've noticed she's walked the same trail at least 3 times since you've been here.
Okay. Yeah, she's a little distance away.
Oh yeah, she's pretty good distance away from you. And just like I said, you're catching a glimpse of her walking. You can't. I mean, she's far enough away that you can't really tell what breed animal she's walking.
Yeah, she's just a decent amount. I don't have the heightened senses to really zoom in on that. So, just taking all of that then, and I'll probably do walk halfway down the park, which is quite a ways, but I don't want to seem obvious. So I'll probably, from that northeast side, walk down to where the fountain is.
Okay.
Or not the fountain. Is that a auditorium?
I believe there was an amphitheater of some sort in there.
Yeah, that amphitheater down there. It's at the end of the trees on Hall Street. And then I'll go down on Hall Street and up Ambercorn.
Alright, you know what? Give me a second. Let me see if I can create us a map.
So from there to it's only 700 feet. Well, that's getting close to 1,000 foot. So yeah, I'll just take a walk in the park actually. Yeah, I'll actually walk through the park. I'll head west. Once I get down near the amphitheater, I'll head west and just circle the forested section. But I noticed there was a gangrel, and then a woman that's walked the same path about 3 times with an animal. She could be undercover, I would assume, probably human, but doesn't have to be. If there's a gangrel there might be SI looking into it as well. So I'll try and steer clear of them. And if I do get anywhere near her, I'm going to try and make a little bit wider berth. Not get in her way.
Okay, so that's a mistake. Alright, so let's go ahead and move you guys to here. So you can give me a kind of an idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you said northeast corner, so I took that as this corner.
Correct.
And I figured I would, since we were probably there, I was going to walk down here and take a left, but I think I'm actually going to follow this trail across and back up and just make a...
Okay, so that's where the taped off area is?
The yellow circle is, yeah. Probably not that big, but yeah, it's in that area. And you're seeing that. Let me go ahead and actually go to the object layer. There we go. That late. Why? apparently, oh, because I'm using the wrong thing. There it is. She's walked back and forth from here around the fountain and back up at least 3 times since you've been making your route.
Yeah. Yeah, and this was like 700 feet, so that's going to be a decent clip to get all the way around. And again, if she's making her way back up, I'll slow down to not get too close to her, just in case she is anything in particular.
Okay.
Do I notice the dog walker?
I don't know. Do you? I mean, you've not noticed much, so that's why I'm making sure. You can give me a wisdom awareness. Judd, you do notice it too with your investigation. You picked up on the walker as well.
Okay.
Well, one thing I haven't been doing with heightened senses, apparently I can add my aspect rating to perception levels.
Oh my, really?
Yeah. Which is just one more die. But
Hey, that's one more than
The rest of us.
woohoo!
3.
Oh yeah, you'll notice her.
I'll mosey on over to her. Slowly approaching, because I know it's the middle of the night and you've got some strange guy coming up to her. I don't want to try to spook her. Excuse me, mister. You seen a large black and white dog that may have ran through here? We were walking, saw a squirrel, and took off, and the collar or the leash ripped right out of my hand.
Okay, you'll notice when you walk up that she is walking what looks like a little terrier.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? English terrier? And he's growling at you as you come walking up. I know, I can't say that I've seen any large dogs out tonight.
Well, don't be scared. He's a very friendly dog. He's just a little hyperactive. Do I sense a heartbeat?
You do.
No. Okay. Well, I apologize for bothering you, ma'am. You have a nice day.
Oh, you too. Good luck finding your dog.
And then I'll bench it.
How's your hearing?
My hearing is heightened senses. As long as there is no high stimulus environment like loud bangs, flashes of intense light, or overpowering smells, that should be good. If there is, I have to roll a difficulty of 3 or
Seems
4.
like she's gotten away from you a bit, but you do pick up with your heightened senses. Stand down, just some idiot who lost his dog. Alright, what y'all doing?
I'm going back to where I had left them, and then going, and either admittedly kind of going, and okay. So I'll wait here until one of them comes back over. Then I'll say, okay.
How long does it take for Dominico to make his round around the...
Oh, let's see. Mile an hour. That's 20 minutes. Most. I would think.
But I'm pretty sure you could probably see, or at least hear, an idiot walking around yelling out Dakota.
Yeah, I mean, everybody can hear that. Including the officers in the car, and apparently the officer that you were just talking to.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd eventually meet back up with you guys wherever we were.
Okay, it doesn't take much. We're, eventually you guys are back at the same location. You all have your information.
Well, gangrel looking fella.
Yeah, I saw him too.
And that woman walking back and forth.
That woman was a cop.
cop or more?
Cop. She had a heartbeat.
Well, I'm
And-
asking,
Oh.
Well,
steak.
Well, I'm thinking it'd be a cop.
Yeah, I walked away. She said, "Stand down." It's just an idiot who lost his dog. Don't know who she was referring to, but
Yeah, right. Let's see. The gangrel's destroyed. But
did we go check him out?
we can. I'll go around back. Because he was near an alley, wasn't he? Dan, he was near an alleyway, wasn't he?
Actually, let me point out on the map where he was at.
Okay.
Let's see, you were here, so he's probably like right in this area here somewhere.
Okay.
Kind of like sitting, hanging out at a picnic table, going through a basket that he may have with him.
Okay. I'll go in from the side road. It starts with the D. Let's see.
Go ahead.
Drayton. I'll come in from Drayton. If y'all want to go in from the middle area, that way if he tries to run forward, I can stop him.
Do we really want to try and cause a scene with?
No. Not with all the.
Yeah. So the whole stalking side of things would be.
Well, okay.
I'm not the persuasive type with words.
No. That's.
That'd be
Yeah, so you can stop.
yes. Well, should I just head over there and see if you see my dogs?
Yep.
I will do that.
And I'm going to follow as backup.
Okay, so
I will
go ahead.
approach cautiously to the gangrel as they point him out who it is. Excuse me, sir. Sir, have you?
What do you want? Who are you? I don't recognize you.
I don't like.
Apparently he's got two beats.
No, I had a dog having certain area trying to get attention, and it wasn't my leg. I am
Sit.
Rico. I'm looking for my dog. Have you seen him?
You've got a dog. Yeah, right. You got a dog.
Right.
What do you want? Is this you?
No, is this you? Apparently we're just gonna cut through the bullshit. Trying to
Yeah, let's
figure
go
out-
ahead and cut through the bullshit. Who are you with?
I am new in town.
Are you affiliated?
I
You met the prince?
I have not had a chance to meet the prince.
Why not? Anybody new to town needs to meet the prince.
Well, I don't know where he's at. Like I said, I got news about this incident, and I came right here to.
Why? What's this got to do with you?
It's a threat to the masquerade.
So what's that got to do with you? You don't work for the prince. You an anarch?
God no. Fuck them guys.
So then why do you think it's your duty to investigate just you're not with the prince or with the Camarilla? If you're new to town, why do you need to investigate this this death?
Because my boss sent me from another town here because if masquerade is broken here.
So your prince is who? What town? What prince? You from Atlanta?
No, I'm out of state.
Why would
You
an
haven't
out
told
of
me
why would an
well,
out of
you-
state be here?
because what affects the Camarilla here affects, or not the Camarilla, the Masquerade here affects the Masquerade everywhere else.
So what's your prince name?
What's your name?
You're the visitor in town. You don't get that information. Tell me what your prince's name is. I didn't ask your name because I really don't care. I just need to know who your prince is.
Jacob Heimerschmidt.
That doesn't sound like any princes I know.
Because that sounds real fucking name. You think I'm gonna just hand over names? I don't know who the hell you're affiliated with.
Well, I think I've already told you. You're not very swift, are you?
Kind of fast, but
He just kind of bows his head a little, shakes it.
look, man, I'm trying to prove my friends back there that I could be more than just a fucking errand boy. That's why
He
I
looks
came
behind you, and I'm assuming only one of them standing visible.
I stayed back a little ways, but I'm there. I'm pretending to just be there.
Let's check something quick.
But I am not sneaky or like that. I mean, I could pretend that I'm just, passerby in a subterfuge role of some sort, pretending to just be passerby.
Alright.
Hold on. How good is your hiding, your invisibility?
I could beat 2.
No, Judd's invisibility.
Oh, fine. I have 3 levels of optimism.
So to see through it, you'd have to get higher than 3.
No. He has to have level 3 optics.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna say he doesn't. So make it easier. But he kind of squints his eyes like he thought he saw something. So it's just the 2 of you, and you said friends. Where's your other friend?
I didn't say anything about friends.
Yeah, you said I'm trying to prove to my friends here that I'm more than just a messenger.
I said I'm trying to prove to my friends back home.
You pointed behind you at that guy.
Oh, who the fuck is that guy?
Alright, gotta give me a roll.
Yeah. Well, I'm also going to need him to do a composure wits roll as I do.
A what?
Composure wits.
Composure wits.
Against my entrancement. You die.
Alright, so we use another willpower. Well, wasn't good enough. Still only,
Okay.
3 successes?
Yeah.
And what are you trying to do?
This transmit. This lasts about an hour. Person affected does their best to remain the vampire's good grace, but stop short from causing harm to themselves or loved ones. Basically, he's more cordial and helping.
Okay. More cordial and helping. Look,
Not
apparently,
the asshole.
apparently we're getting off on the wrong foot here. You don't want to tell me who your prince is, I understand that. But you really should go speak with ours if you're visiting this town. Especially if you're under orders from another prince. He might like to know who's trying to step on his toes, if it were.
that could be. I guess. What is your princess's name?
Oh,
And who should I
you
send
don't. You come to the town. You don't know the princess, all right? Well, I mean, his name is Julius.
Okay, Julius. And your name once again? I'm sorry.
Me?
Yes.
Grunt.
Grunt.
Sure.
I was wondering if he grunted or if he was saying his name was Grunt.
Yeah, I used to be a Marine.
Oh, really? So was I.
No, that was more for Robert than anything.
Yeah, I no. I'm keeping quiet. So.
Yeah. Apparently we did get off on the wrong foot. Right.
Yeah, but you really need to go speak to Prince Julius. I mean, especially if you're here under somebody else's orders.
Yeah. I just wanted to get a kind of head start on trying to get some information.
And you're saying this went... The news of this went further than just here in Savannah?
Through the back channels, yes.
The back channels. I mean, it was just today's paper. That's some quick freaking back channels.
Well, everyone's a little weary of, SI, what happened a few years back,
A few years. We had a run-in with him, a week or so ago.
Oh, really?
Actually,
What happened
probably
there?
was 2 weeks.
What happened there?
Somebody leaked something. Apparently, the Anarchs had some party. Our sheriff went and took care of part of it when he got there, though the SI was already there. It was a big headache.
Hmm.
Hence why I'm sitting here scouting this place out instead of doing what I normally do. And
What is it that you normally do?
gather information for the Prince's Master of Secrets.
Master of Secrets?
Yeah.
Y'all have some weird names down here. I mean, your grunt, his name's Master of Secrets?
I'm not the Master of Secrets.
No, I'm saying your name's Grunt and you don't get information from the Master of Secrets?
Well,
Your
that's
name?
his title. I mean,
Oh. What's his name?
give me a second. I'm trying to look it up. I don't think I have it written down. Oh, it'd be helpful to hit the right buttons.
Well, do we want to go on break while you look that up?
No, because I don't have to look it up. Just have to ask a question.
Oh.
Robert, did you get that question?
Oh, sorry. Oh. Elijah.
So he tells
No,
you.
wait, I said that. I said it's Elijah. It's Ezekiel. Sorry.
Ezekiel.
No. I was right. It was Elijah.
I was gonna say Zeke. I thought was the preacher.
Yeah, but Zeke is the preacher. Elijah.
Okay.
All of our lineage has, biblical names.
So yeah, he tells you that the Master of Secrets. Yeah, it's a Nosferatu guy named Elijah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's kind of the spy master of the Camarilla, I guess you would, or whatever. Them Nosferatus are always weird. Not like us, and he starts scratching behind his ear with like he's got fleas or something.
Okay. Well, I might have to talk with them too, because that sounds cool, being a spy. But,
How old are you?
I'm going over to Dom for just a
Damn.
second. I'm going
25-ish?
So you've only been turned for 25 years?
Oh, no, I've only been turned for 3. I'm trying to,
3 years.
Yes.
Oh, so you're and your prince gave you a big assignment like that?
Well,
I'm whispering something to Dom.
Okay.
Okay.
Say, need to drop a name to kind of help you. Just say, just a car. Just say that to him. Just a car will be happy for it. Just say it to Angel.
Huh. Stretch. Scratch.
Well, see,
Meander.
I'm one of these go-getters. You know, trying to prove myself. You know how it was when you first started out. Come on, Gunther.
Grunt.
Grunt. I'm sorry, Grunt.
I'll slowly make my way up and then tell you what I was told.
Who are you and what's your name?
Yep. And then I'll just walk away.
don't.
So the Justicar
Hey,
will
what
be
is-
happy.
Yeah, the Justicar will be happy with.
I'll say it
Alright.
quietly but loudly enough that he could probably hear it. And yeah, walk up, tell you that, and then just off.
Alright.
Yeah, if that doesn't get, this guy pissing in his pants, nothing will.
I more or
Now-
less just ignored the gangrel that was there.
You telling me
Yeah.
that the Justicar will be happy with what I'm doing, or I need to tell him?
No.
That's what
The Justicar is happy with what you are
Alright.
doing.
Yes, I came up, I told you that, I ignored the gangrel completely,
Man, I
and then I just
appreciate
walked
it,
away.
but
What did he say?
he told me the Justicar's happy with what I'm doing. and
Okay,
I'm going
I'll talk to you
about
later, man. I gotta go.
it. Why?
And he's walking off. He's got his buggy. He just kind of crams everything in the buggy and just starts walking away.
Okay, thanks again, Grant. I'll put you in my report.
He doesn't even look back, doesn't wave, nothing. He just is gone.
I'll turn back to Dom.
You see me
What?
probably about 30 feet away at that point, walking away.
I'll hurry up, catch up to you. Who the fuck is a Justicar?
Not
Why
a
do you
clue.
need-
Okay. Just basically, a long time ago, they set up from each of the clans somebody that could. Well, they were the judges overall. And if a Justicar wanted to, they could come in and kill everyone in the city.
Oh,
Well, not humans. I mean, vampires. They just come
Okay.
in, wipe everyone for having breached the max code. There are other reasons they might come to a city too, but basically,
okay.
this is going to give the press a lot to think about. for the next couple of days.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
He's not going to really care about Kristoff though.
Unless he thinks Kristoff is the Justicar.
So what you're saying is I just dropped a bomb and put a target on my back for saying that?
Well, if that, I mean, really, it's an angel that's going to have to work on him. But, things like that happen.
That's better. That's better.
I was getting tired of the name Angel anyways. So, what should my new name be?
Alright, well. You kicked the hornet's nest, now what you gonna do?
By the way, dude, did you find anything over there? Or?
Oh, yeah, I found this weird little lump of clay that doesn't belong, and it was inside this really weird drawn octagon, so I don't know really what's going on.
An octagon.
Hoping some of your Kristoff plays like that.
Okay.
Why don't you, with with that description. Give me an intelligence. Fudge. Let's see. Something like a history, some sort of memory thing.
The cult would be first.
No, it's not a cult though. Science. Give me a science or technology with intelligence.
Oh boy, technology.
Okay, I can do it technology.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've got. Is this just for Jed?
No, both of you guys were standing there, so you both can do it.
Okay. Alright, so technology, intelligence.
I mean, granted, I have the best way of describing it using Angel, but you can roll it too.
Yeah.
You have an idea, and I think you've seen it before. But Angel's like, oh, I know what that is. I watch CSI.
Yeah. It's, what?
It's how they make a mold. They take a piece, they put it down, they pour the clay in to take a mold of a footprint.
Okay.
And what he is seeing is the remnants of somebody taking a shoe impression, is what they call it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's nothing important necessarily.
That's,
It means that the police have found the same shoes that he has and are running the prints, trying to figure it out as well.
did you happen to see the footprint in there still? Or was it just completely disturbed?
He saw others nearby that
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw some.
were undisturbed.
Hmm.
I think we should probably go see what the
And
I mean, I can
Hello.
check just with the homeless people.
So
and he may want to know about the Just Car coming in. If Just Car are these big bad people.
Yeah. Zeke doesn't.
Okay.
Zeke doesn't need to know.
Or not Zeke. Christoph. Sorry.
Well, yeah, we can tell him about that little.
No. Tell Zeke. Nothing can go wrong with that. No. You tell the preacher, the street preacher who's quoting Armageddon and the death of all human race. Oh yeah, just cars are down.
People would think, who's the just car? And then he would be gone.
He's probably like, yep, I'm gonna move to another corner in Atlanta somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, it is 9 o'clock, so we can go ahead and take ourselves a quick break, so you guys can use the restroom, get drinks and the like.
That sounds good.
He's good, but he'll probably still want to lay up against the door and whine at me when I step out to go use the restroom myself. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in about 10 minutes, so that my players don't have to sit on a bucket while we play. You know, like real role-playing characters don't do. So we'll see you in 10 minutes. Don't go too far. We'll be right back. We're back, and names have been dropped, investigations have been made, discoveries have been made. Now, what are y'all doing?
So, who exactly is this Justicar?
I have no idea.
I mean, Judd, you're being a little quiet. You, sorry.
There's one for each clan, and just think of them as the international police.
Oh, cool. You got a
Overreaching power to just wipe out an entire city's kindred if they've broken the masquerade or done something else that, is just really bad.
Is this badge for that?
Well, it's going to create some confusion.
Okay.
So fortunately, you've got the target on you, preferably. Not
Yeah.
so.
I mean, they're going to think you know who the Justicar is.
Oh.
So you're saying I need to find a ship that can hang out in the middle of the ocean?
Well, you have one?
It can't hang out in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you've
no,
seen it. It's a little riverboat.
You're
You've
not
seen it. It
gonna
might not hang out in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, depending on the lake.
Yeah, don't worry. You're not going to have to.
I mean, I could again.
I'm trying to get the feeling y'all are trying to kill me.
No, not at all.
No. I'm waiting for that.
Why?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just you were kind of digging yourself in a rabbit hole, and that was the only thing I could think of to get you out of it. I didn't want you to get hauled in front of the prince today.
Okay.
Today.
Today, yes.
But let's just go ahead and throw a few more things on that fire before you actually have to see the prince.
Whoever this Julius is.
Yeah. Oh, and he mentioned some, the Master of Secrets, Elijah or something like that. I thought that was.
My sire.
Oh, your
Oh.
sire is the Master of Secrets.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
Oh.
Well,
So,
not
but-
necessarily. He really wants to know Kristoff. So,
Yeah.
or
you
so,
know, I
saying
don't-
that there is a Justicar in town, they're going to think Kristoff's the Justicar. Or a Justicar agent.
Is that going to cause issues for
I don't think.
Kristoff?
I doubt it. Well, I mean, they know that there's somebody in town that's old.
Okay.
So, if you were to take a ballpark guess, we know roughly at least 1800s, 1850s, I would assume is the earliest. From just what he's kind of said, what would you say generation-wise?
Or
Well, let's go with the ballpark best case scenario.
We're trying to figure out how old Kristoff is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
1850s.
I'm
What would that
thinking
be?
before the 100 years old.
So if he was like 1850s, would that be what generation? 9?
Generation.
Truthfully, that's a hard, it's hard to tell just by.
True.
Let's just say, and also, most of the elders have kind of experienced a calling that's pulled them away.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's
I'm
that
just
called?
gonna
Yeah, it's hard to tell. But, let's
So,
just say he's probably more powerful than any of us.
Oh, well, I would assume so, yeah. Because the gal that bit me, she would have been what, 12?
Something like that. But anyway, we need to go see. Let's see if he knows anything.
That crazy guy?
Yeah, he knows a lot more than you think.
Angel, if he asks you who you are, just say you know Judd or Jude. That
Yeah,
fixes things
whichever.
up.
Okay.
He was
I mean, he thinks I'm twins.
Okay.
yeah, he was talking to me last night, and that cleared things up right away.
Okay. So I know Jude.
And that's all you need to say.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so confused about this. Yeah, we can talk about it later. Let's just
Yeah, and
go see.
don't worry about. It's nothing to worry about tonight.
Look at Dr. Zachariah. Or
Zeke. Zeke.
Zeke. Zeke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So you take them to see Zeke.
Yeah.
Well, you find Zeke in his usual spot, preaching the end of life as we know it, that the undead overlords are going to feast on your souls, and that they've got their fingers in everything, and they control everything, things you don't see, and
Should we be talking about this stuff?
Amen.
What would the role be to try and convince these people to get on his side? Like a manipulation, persuasion? To kind of like hype him up to get people on his side? Is that what that would be?
Probably.
I don't know what.
I'm just saying amen because hopefully he'll recognize me because I'm come out of.
Yeah, you're
Obviously.
saying that, and I'm like, are we supposed to like trying to be?
I'm just trying to get him to notice me so we can get off.
he does. He notices you, and he starts to dwindle his current sermon down, peppers in a little bit of, revelations into the mix before he finally steps down and walks towards you. Hey! Hey! How's your brother doing? I ain't seen him in a while.
Doing really good. He's doing really good.
Okay,
But
cool.
I heard that you met my friend here, Domagor.
Domagor? That's not what he said his name was, but I'll take your word for it. Domagor. Hey, you guys gotta be careful. I mean,
What?
because I heard the Justicars in town.
What?
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that? I heard the Justicars
no,
in
I
town.
haven't heard yet.
Yeah, it just came to me like 5 minutes ago.
Oh wow.
So
Who told you?
Who told you?
should we go hiding?
Well, typical runners come by and mention that somebody had pointed out that the Justicar was in town, and all over this dead body in the park. Which, oh, by the way, it's not the only one. There's been
What?
three others, but they were all homeless, so they didn't get reported on.
Oh. Do you know who's working the case? Probably.
I mean, from what angle are we referring to? Because a lot of different angles in this case.
Well, I'm thinking more. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
the
I
FBI
just some new detective out of Atlanta. I can't remember what their name was.
woman,
Yeah, woman.
about this tall. I was describing the woman that was in the park.
I mean, I don't know. They didn't say. Just said it was a female detective that was running the case.
Gotcha. No. So
If it's the one we saw in the park, it's kind of cute. Maybe I could, no.
yeah, let's not do that with police just yet.
Okay.
But do you? I mean, have you heard from the sheriff? Do they have any idea what's going on?
Well, they had a guy that was like keeping an eye on the crime scene, and he got approached by some guy from out of town that said he was pretty much said he was working for the Justicard to investigate this, and now everybody's in a tizzy.
I can understand.
Now the prince really wants to know who this guy is, so he can meet him and find out who the Justicar is and why he's in town.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, they're scared.
I can imagine.
Is the best option just to kind of lay low and not stick out too much?
Probably.
If that's the case.
I mean, the last time a Justicar showed up in town to investigate something, well, there was nothing left.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, luckily there was a volcano that kind of covered everything up afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for telling us this.
But you gotta watch your backs now.
Wait. Before you go,
What?
when did these other bodies get discovered?
Over the last couple days. I mean, granted, 2 of them were in the same alley, but they didn't get found because they were covered by a tarp. And then there was the other one over off of off of. Hold on, let me bring up my mental map. Yeah, down there by eBay Lane. I mean, it was found in one of the alleys down there. Which, hell, that's right around the corner from here, so.
Yeah.
And, yeah, she was found pretty much the same way as the other two, except for the feed marks were, like, pretty rough. Like, they were... You remember when you were first turned and you had that first feed and you just didn't have much control over yourself and you might have almost tore the throat out?
Yeah.
That's the way that one over there off of eBay Street looked. I mean, between you and I don't think this is a kin doing it. I think it's a kindred doing it.
Yeah, and it might be. I mean, from what I've heard, that nightclub, they didn't find everything.
You talking about that thing the sheriff invaded about 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
What? There was people that got away?
From what I heard, yeah. I heard that the FBI picked up some of them.
Well, yeah, I heard they had some mortal girl, but she.
Oh no, I heard.
Last I heard, she died along with the two agents that picked them up.
Oh, well, I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, it was weird. They came and picked her up and got one of the cases, and they wrecked on the way out of town back towards Atlanta, and the car just burst into flames and it torched all three of them, except for the Kindred case was open and apparently they couldn't find him or them.
Oh,
I don't think they really
that might have
specified.
been one of the ones that I heard about, that they had pulled some bodies out in crates.
Yeah, that's what the SI does. They take samples.
Well, yeah, but I'm wondering if this might have been one of those missing people from the club.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was nowhere near there. I would have gone there anyway. That's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
They ever find out who leaked that information? I mean, I don't know who told us, but
No, not that I know of.
like I keep saying, the end is near.
I know. I'm with you there, brother. The end is near.
For too long, there's not gonna be any of us left.
Get on up there and preach the good word.
Alright! He steps away and starts his next sermon.
Okay. Oh,
Before he steps away, I'm going to ask what alley those other two bodies were found.
Who? What was your name again?
Oh, I'm Jebediah. I'm friend of Judas.
Jebediah.
Yeah, it was one of those Quakers who went out on, his little shindig and decided not to go home.
Decided not to go home. I mean, or did you just not have a choice? I mean, you are kindred now, and there are no kindred there.
True. Although, that just makes things messy. Well, what was that alleyway that those two bodies were found?
I don't know the name, but they were found in an alley around Columbia Square. Yeah, down around, was it East Street and Habersham?
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, there's two of them. There's a guy and a girl, and they were kind of young for kin. So, but I think they...
wait. Do you happen to know their names?
I did not get their names.
Okay.
I know you had two you were keeping an eye on, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember what their names were either.
Freddie and Carmela.
Yeah, there they are. Okay. But no, I mean, I don't know what their names were, but I could find out.
That'd be helpful if you could.
Tell you what, come see me before the end of the night, and I should have their names.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Thanks. And, you know, if there is just a hard time, you might want to keep a low profile.
Shoot, if I find out for certain there's a Just Car in town, I'm going back to Atlanta. Well, nope, I can't go back to Atlanta. They threatened to stake me in Atlanta. I have no idea where I'll go. I'll find someplace.
Tampa.
Tampa?
Or, well, you know, St. Augustine.
Maybe I'll go to Jamaica.
Might be nice this time of year.
Yeah, well, you know, that's only good if you want to go out there for the sun. Lord knows I'm not getting any sun these days.
Very true.
I gotta get back. You know, gotta preach the good word.
Yeah.
And he goes back once again up on his little soapbox and starts preaching the end of the world and how humans are just food for the gods kind of thing.
Okay. Well, if you want to report into Club 51, now's the time to go do it.
Let's swing by.
I have a feeling some of you are going to be looking at soon, so
Okay.
probably better if y'all go alone.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's swing by, grab a city map at a gas station or something, and then head up, talk to Christoph.
What
Okay.
was the color of your character's hair when you first began?
Mine?
Yeah, yours.
Yeah, when the character first began.
He was a. Well, you can see it in imaging. He was a blonde.
Okay, he was blonde.
Then he
Okay.
went to black hair, red hair, back to black hair. So,
Gotcha.
All right, so you guys are splitting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with Angel. It sounds like.
All right. So where you guys heading to a convenience store?
yeah, somewhere I can pick up like a city map or something.
All right. You know, you got a kid behind the counter. What kind of what you guys got? What you getting?
Do you have like the city map or an atlas?
Why?
I'm old school. I don't want to go through the phone and stuff like that.
Oh, you're one of those.
He's
Yes.
embarrassed that he
Okay.
doesn't know how to read.
I mean, you don't look like a boomer, but okay. Sure. We got maps over there by the you know, Welcome Savannah stuff. You know, some people like to keep maps to put with their, you know, to remember their trip here, that kind of stuff. Whatever. It's right there.
Alright, I'll grab one of those, pay for it. And alright, let's go back to Christoph.
Yeah, I'll get a pack of cigarettes and a lighter, just so I'm not looking weird. I came there for a reason, and it's middle of the night. Cigarettes and a lighter.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you quit smoking, man. That shit's gonna kill you.
It depends upon what you're smoking, man. I mean, that is also the lie of the constabulary. It's not going to kill you. Whatever.
Okay, Zoomer. Okay.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I'll just follow you out. I'm not gonna
Man,
push the kid for weed.
that old geezer's weird.
No,
Okay.
without a doubt.
So you have you a map.
Okay.
And now I have a pack of cigarettes and a lighter. Hey, it might be useful for convincing people.
Judd, what are you trying to do? Are you talking? Oh, chewing. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was trying not to have you hear the crunching. So yes.
What?
You need me.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm going to go up to Emmett Park, which is on East Bay Street,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just trying to get in touch with my contacts on
Alright.
the street.
Yeah, what you trying to
I
find
want
out?
to see if anyone can tell me the names of the people that have been killed, the homeless people.
Okay, so give me an investigation intelligence.
Well, can I ask? Can I give you this based on my my street influence?
Sure. Streetwise, was it Streetwise? I'll let
Yeah.
you make the choice, because that's pretty much what you're doing. Okay.
3.
So yeah, you spend pretty much the remainder of the night or half the night, walking around checking with your contacts. Some of them know, but throughout the evening, you do find out the name of the 3 homeless people that were found dead.
Okay.
The couple was Sebastian and Cadence. You do know of them. You've dealt with them before. Actually, you helped them when they came to Savannah about 6 months ago.
Okay.
They weren't the 2 fresh ones that you were dealing with, but they're ones that you've actually helped get somewhat taken care of before. And the single woman's name is Lily, and you haven't heard of her, but you don't know everybody by name in town. But yeah, that was the one that was found by herself up around the corner from where Zeke was preaching.
Okay.
But nobody knows yet what the name of the one in the newspaper was yet.
Okay. Yeah. Just knowing their names helps a little bit. The other reason I left is I had a feeling Elijah might try to find me at some point. So I'm not going to be hiding myself for most of the night. So
Okay.
because I'll be on the street, but I will definitely get back home before dawn.
Okay.
And I will see Zeke before that.
Well, give me a wits and awareness as you're walking around openly.
Two.
Okay. I will say, a couple hours prior to sunrise, you do notice you have a tail.
Okay.
The Nosferatu, dressed pretty much like you do, trying to keep covered. You're also certain that they've tried to hide their appearance from time to time, but they're not as good as you are.
Gotcha. Okay. I am going to use my urban survival to basically trick him into a position where I can come up behind him.
Okay, so go ahead and give me that roll.
Okay. I think this would probably be. It doesn't really matter. I'll just do it off the hits. So 3 successes.
Alright.
And actually, I'm going to spend willpower to try to get those 3. But I don't.
Okay, 3 successes. streetwise and wits. Ty will go to you. So yeah, it's difficult and it takes a while.
Mm-hmm.
But after about an hour or so of walking and finding crowds to kind of blend into, you're able to come up behind him.
Okay. I'm just going to tap him on the shoulder.
Oh, shit!
So, why are you following me?
I was told to keep an eye on you for a little while.
Oh, okay. By Elijah.
Sure. Yeah.
By
He
who?
he said to keep an eye on you, so that I knew where you were at. So when he come looking.
Okay. Me.
Plus to see who all you were with and who you talked to, and there was a lot more involved. But you're a hard person to find.
Yeah, well, yeah, generally I am. Anyway. Just go back and tell him I haven't really seen anyone tonight except for Zeke. I'm trying to figure out what's going on over at Forsyth Park.
Yeah. Yeah, some really weird things going on with that. Like, now we gotta worry about a Justicar.
Yeah, I heard about it. Zeke told me.
Well, anyway, I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to make contact with you, so I'm probably in
I
trouble
won't
now.
tell Elijah anything.
He kind of looks around to make sure there's nobody else following him.
Yeah, so have a good night. And I will go off and just disappear.
Okay.
I just need to
He
drop my
watches.
blood.
He walks the other direction because he's already messed up.
Okay. And I will go on home.
But you too.
Once we, I guess, head back over to talk to Christoph, and as we're heading that way, we're gonna open up the map and mark off points on the map on where these bodies were found.
Okay.
Now from the looks of it, you said East Bay Street,
Mm-hmm.
East State Street, over by Columbia Square,
I think that's what I said. Yeah.
and then so there's two there at Columbia Square, but one on East.
No,
East Bay
it
Street.
was the couple were the couple were found there in Columbia Square. The single one was found over there on off East Bay Street,
And then the
or as I
most
said,
recent-
eBay Street.
Yeah, that's what threw me off. Was like eBay Street. Oh, East Bay. And then the newest one is over here.
At the park.
Do we know which one was found previous? If it was
You know
eBay
that
or-
the one at the park was found today,
Yeah. We don't know
but
about the
you
other
guys
one.
didn't ask Zeke any of that information, so no.
Okay.
So you don't know which ones were killed first. It's kind of hard to tell because he already told you that the couple's body. Yeah.
I forgot I was going to text Dom, so I just wrote it in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The couple's body was found late because it had been covered with a tarp, so there's still no idea when they were killed.
Brown. So Dom, what I'm thinking is that if the one on East Bay was killed first, it is probably shortly after the incident at Elon, and they're making their way southwest through town. But it's throwing me off that that's the case, then why would there be two in Columbia Square unless that's where he was originally hiding, or they were originally hiding, and were forced to go further south.
Yeah, maybe he was, or they, whoever it was, had a place and these two homeless found it and woke him up. Whether it was a he or she or two of them, or more. And if they are working their way towards there, and you say they're working their way west?
Yeah, because if you southwest, because if you look here, and I'll show them the map. Basically, we'll go off of what we have currently up here. Say that's east. Say this is East Bay here. Next one's like down this way, and then down that way.
Okay. Well.
So they may have, got the first one there, came here, set up house. When those two bodies were discovered, broke free, and may take up residence here in Forest Park, or
And they were found, or something along those lines.
when the two bodies were found. Because
Well, this body was just found.
yeah,
Could have been the last one, so.
So
Where's the house that burned down from here?
Here you go.
Okay, so yeah.
And you know the house that burnt down, I think, was over this direction somewhere.
Yeah, it's pretty far south, but also pretty far east.
Because you were coming
West.
up that side of the city to come around
Yes.
to your place.
Yeah, I was coming up.
So the first body was found in here. Second group was found.
About here. Columbia Square is about here.
I
Okay,
don't
so
see.
they found first body. Then the second body was. So, from the looks of it, they're working kind of this way.
Yeah. Columbia Square is right there, that dot's at. Okay. And of course, the last one was found here.
Yep.
So what's your theories?
well, I'm going to pull up. Okay.
There could be another one in this park.
No. But this one wasn't hidden, was it?
Well, the other ones were homeless. This one was thrown in bushes and found.
I'll add my comments later.
Okay. Pull up Google and look up myths and lore of
Well,
Delaware.
the thought process I'm going off of is, it seems from the distance it's been that there could be another one in this park yet if they're going southwest, because there's no real parks near here other than Forsyth. If they're going southwest, they would have to really go out of their way to get to a next one from the distances they've been traveling, if they are going that direction.
Right. Well, that's why I was kind of looking to see if, like, forest park or something, since it's a historic district. Any kind of underground tunnels or things like that.
I'll just say, this is incredibly waterlogged soil. Not a lot of things underground.
Yeah, I figured because of the swampiness, they would have a lot.
And once you get away from the downtown,
I mean, we could go check around. It's a little ways away, but it's still going southwest, near where the Westboard Street YMCA and the soccer field are. It's basically just west, or yeah, west of the bottom of Forsyth Park, but that's like the nearest park. But that's going awful west compared to how south it's been going. If we want to go off of what you're doing, other than that, looking for dead bodies, there's a cemetery.
Yeah.
So we'll find lots there.
Well, it's in the northeast corner of the park.
That's why I was kind of thinking the next one from the direction you've been saying would be still in the park because of how big it is.
Yes. Or they put east towards Mother Day, eastern part.
Yeah, I mean, from the looks of it, if they are Kindred, they would be only out at night.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the Civil War Monument. This used to be a parade field.
So I will text Judd and ask him if he has any thoughts.
About this time, your phone goes off just as you finish talking to. He never told you his name.
he never told me his name.
No.
I didn't ask.
But yeah, after he walks away, is when you get your text from Dom.
It's
Okay.
like we're seeing a southern trend on this.
Well,
That's it.
I'll text back. We need to check between Columbia and Forsyth.
Because from there is a bit of a jump. That is right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Lots of ways to hide. Lots of ways to hide things you want to.
because the second one, the two of them were under tarps, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, from East Gordon, or well, no, not East Gordon, Dayton to Haps. Is that what they call it? Habersham Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, East Gordon or Dayton to Habersham Street, all the way up from the park to that last set where they were under tarps. You would have to look for anything, because that could bring attention. Because yeah, again, there is a big jump there. And
That
if
is
that's, and I was gonna say, if that's one night, then I would think where Abercram and East Taylor, just north of there, kind of near the church-ish,
Yeah.
would be a place to look.
Where are you looking?
So Lafayette Square, basically, there's a Ghost Tours of Savannah in Lafayette Square. That's kind of where I'm thinking would be a good place to look, since we're marking it down on a map.
Oh, okay.
There's a tiny little square there, or Madison Square. It's a little bit out of the way because of the southern direction, but yeah, like Lafayette Square and Coalhelm Square. I'll send those two as possible ideas those are two that I see that I think, and I'll be pointing this out with you, Angel, as well.
Okay.
That is assuming that we're correct that the house on eBay Street was the first, and these were second
Yes.
and third.
Yeah.
Although we do have Colonial Park Cemetery dead center of the two that were found over Columbia Square and Forsyth Park.
Yes.
Just-
That was the. Okay, so I saw that big circle and I thought, yeah, Columbia Square. So we could check those three Calhoun, Lafayette, and the cemetery, but I don't know how well we. I mean, bound and determined, we'll find dead bodies in the cemetery, but.
Well, I hope
if
so.
It's the ones we're looking for. Yeah, if it's the ones we're looking for. Yeah.
I'm not necessarily looking for dead bodies. I'm looking for bodies that should have been dead, but are kind of walking around like us.
You don't say.
True. I mean, they could be like Jude and be hiding in
One side.
Orange
That's true.
Cemetery. Yeah, since he stays there. But yeah, for tonight, I think those would be two places to look to see if dead bodies. Besides that, I would think the best place to look around here would be southern Forsyth Park.
How long until sunrise?
Still got about 3 hours, I think, after your friend leaves you.
Okay.
So I would be down to look for another hour before having to go home on my end.
I'll call. Chris Bob. See if he's heard about these other bodies.
Okay. You call him up?
Yes.
Yes, hello.
Hey, we were kind of looking into what you were talking to Jude about, and apparently this isn't the only body. If you heard about the ones that were found on eBay or East Bay and over on East Street.
Can't say that I have. But then again, it wasn't in the paper.
Well, they apparently were homeless.
That would be why they weren't in the paper.
Yeah.
Society tends to forget those that fall between the cracks.
Well, here's the problem. From the locations that we were given that they were found, it's kind of a path leading away from the club.
The
Not
club
sure.
referring to this one, or?
No. Club that made us who I am.
So, from the dinner party the other night.
Yes. So either we have a new blood out there wandering streets. If we come across him, what would you like us to do?
Well, let's say depending upon, well, I mean, already he has endangered the masquerade. If you don't find him first, then he'll be staked, I'm sure. I'll tell you what, if you're able to find him first, let me know. I'm not going to bring him here, but we can make arrangements to meet him somewhere more secluded. Find out what we can before we make a final decision on his fate, as it were.
Well, if my thing was, if he was at the dinner party and was left and forgotten, he may not know what's going on. May not be
Precisely
able to
why I said maybe bring him and we'll discuss it. Now,
Because I know some folks haven't caught on as well as I have. with this.
Yes, okay. Just keep me informed. If you find him, we'll meet him in another location. Depending upon what condition he or she is in, we'll make a decision then. But of course, if the Camarilla or the Anarchs find them, they are as good as Ash. I'm sure Judd can tell you that.
Yes.
Very well. Like I said, keep me informed.
We'll
Then he
do
hangs
both.
up.
Okay. So now, boss man, if we find this person wants us to call and possibly set up a meeting, and then he's gonna talk to him and figure out what we're gonna do with him.
Gotcha. All right. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I say let us hit. So where are we at by now?
Well,
That's
we
up
went
to
to
you guys.
a gas station, but I wasn't sure if we had gotten far away from Forsyth per se.
No. I'd say we check out. Do you want to check out Forsyth first, or check out kind of in the middle first, and then call it a night because it is getting.
If you want to check out Forsyth, I'll check out Calhoun.
Okay.
Split the difference, and then we can meet up at Lafayette and then call it.
Okay. Well, my concern is with Forsyth, we got cops all over the place.
Yeah, and I'm thinking if it was anything at Forsyth, it'd be in the far southwest corner, probably near the tennis courts. Even those are southeast. There's the basketball court there as well.
Alright.
And then from there, it's hard to see any place other than, for me, over near the YMCA. But that's quite a jaunt and quite far west.
Yeah.
Compared to, it was a bit of a jump from.
Well, we do have Dixon Park on the other side, but that's just about as far.
And that's why I'm thinking it's a little bit iffy.
Alright, you guys are currently coming from where Zeke was at. So, how are you taking this? Are you driving, riding, walking?
He's got his bike, so I figured riding.
Yeah. For me, it's about an hour before sunrise, so I'm gonna just go on and get back home. Tomorrow, I can go through this area.
Alright.
Yeah,
follow that line.
If we want to pick this up tomorrow as well, start fresh, I'm good with that as well.
That's what I was thinking.
And then we could see if our ideas that we currently have pan out, so we don't have to check tonight. We could check tomorrow.
Alright, well, where are you at when you make this decision?
It's up to driver.
I'm seeing if there's like. Do we have a gas station up near where we were?
Well, let's see. You guys were leaving from Reynolds Square. What direction would you head from Reynolds Square?
I'm trying to find the
Or did you want? Or were you trying to follow the route of where the bodies were found?
Actually, well, once we discuss this from wherever original square is, so I can't seem to find it.
Reynolds?
Reynolds, yeah.
Do you know where 51's at?
Okay.
Head to the east.
Okay, yeah, Reynolds, it's east of Johnson, south of far left Emmett. It's just south of Abercorn Street.
Yeah, Abercorn actually kind of runs to it, through it, whatever.
Okay.
I think it actually circles around them as it gets close to them. The different little parks. So yeah, which route are you taking? Where are you heading?
we've got an idea set up if we just want to call it.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and call it. I will contact the long but short way back home on the bike. And follow the.
Could I get a ride to my house?
Oh, okay. So, I guess I'll crash at your place then.
It's not terribly far, really. It's just you have to get on the bridge and go around.
Yeah, and then I have to come back around on the other side.
Hey, and we got like 2 hours left. It's up to you.
It's like a 15-minute drive, so it's up to you guys.
Or if you'd rather, I can just crash at your place.
Either or.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever. I'm crashing at your place to check out these places.
And where did I say your place is at again? You have your address still?
Yes. My address
Is the Valerie, 615 Montgomery.
Yeah.
It's right near where the exits are on, what is that, I-16? It's kind of in the middle there.
And you're going from, what do you say, Reynolds Park?
Oh, that's just right down.
So you're looking at a 6-minute drive. Excellent. All right, that works perfectly, I think. So, to a degree, it works perfectly.
Okay.
You're taking your bike, right?
Yeah.
So won't the two of you give me a wits and awareness? We'll see how excellent this really is.
All right. Awareness. I'm gonna push 3 through.
Okay.
So get 1.
Alright. So Angel, being that he's the driver and is supposed to be trying to pay somewhat attention, does notice there are blue lights down the street when you reach the corner of West Harris Street and Whitaker Street.
West Harrison Street.
Yeah, if you come from Reynolds down Abercrombie to East Street, then you'll go down Whitaker Street. That's the route it's taking you.
Whitaker Street.
Now, follow Whitaker Street till you come across West Harris Street, and that's where off to your left down the road you can see the flashing of red and blue lights.
Is that at Madison Square?
No. It's the light. Madison Square is right there, but the lights are coming from further down, like a couple more blocks down.
Okay, so Pulaski.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's Pulaski Square just past Madison
Lafayette Square is just past Madison.
Okay, I was looking the other direction.
Yeah, it's to his left, not his right.
Okay, alright, yeah.
Okay. Let's pull down there. Head in that direction.
Okay. Granted, traffic's a bit of an issue, but you are on a motorcycle. You get closer and you notice that they are several cops, ambulance, and no fire truck. And they're parked in front of the Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist. Moments later, you see them while at a gurney with a body underneath a cover.
So kind of a text sent to Judd. Somebody's died at St. John the Baptist Cathedral Basilica.
Okay, that I'm not happy.
Under a tarp on a gurney. So near Lafayette Square. So it's kind of still in our area of questionable. It's in the line.
Okay. trying to get back over there from where I am and how close we are to sunrise, I'm just gonna have to say we're gonna have to deal with this tomorrow.
Yep.
And Jude is going to go home and bang some things,
Hmm?
hit some things because
Okay.
he knows people at the cathedral.
Hmm.
So he is not happy that somebody has attacked the cathedral, and he is going to track them down.
All right. Let's see.
Alright. I will turn around, take us back to the crib.
Okay, no problem. You make your way back. Let's see.
When I get back to the room, I'll call up boss, let him know your body found, don't know the details.
It,
He just, yeah.
it might not be, but it's in the line.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should check out Colonial Park Cemetery. Why not?
Depends on how old this body is.
Okay. So, I got that. Where were we? You guys make your way back towards his boathouse, and you made your way.
The Bowery.
Bowery, that's right. You head into the
Yeah,
Bowery.
we're
Hence
staying
the direction.
at the same place, yeah.
Alright, so you get to the Bowery. You park your bike in the garage. Your doorman opens the door for you and says, "Oh, we have another guest this evening.
Yes.
Not your usual guest, I can tell.
Oh, no, not like that. No.
I understand. Is there anything you would need this evening before you call it a day?"
I'm alright.
Did I get any mail again?
Are you expecting any mail?
Well, a week ago or so, I had to cancel my card and get a new one because it was.
Yes, you've not gotten any mail since the package that was brought to you a few days ago. That would be all.
Okay. Yeah, there's no messages. I don't think I need anything.
It's alright, so well, have a good morning or day, or however you look at it.
You too. Thank you again.
And you guys are in your room. Judd, you're at your home.
Yeah, I'm going to drain a blood bag just to help out. And
Yeah, grandfather's awfully quiet this evening.
good.
And as you finish draining your bag, the air in front of you ripples a little bit. Of course, your guest has arrived. So, have you got any information that I need to know? I see you found my tail.
Well, he really wasn't that hard. There have been more than just that one murder that got reported.
Yes, yes. Some homeless people were found dead. I heard that. It's of no consequence. They're just.
Well, yes, but they were killed by in the same way.
Yes, but that didn't make news, so it's not really much of an issue.
Well, except that now it is. Now with 4 bodies with the same wounds, they're going to get much more interested in. I recently had word that...
Yes, it'll be even more interesting because there's not 4 bodies.
I heard that there was another.
Yes, there's a fifth one.
Do you know who?
My understanding from my little birds, it was Father Lucian. Apparently they found him in the confessional. He wasn't a friend of yours, was he?
I knew of him. I mean, I don't go into the church.
You keep your ties to this human world of yours. I just was wondering.
Yeah, but I think I might have an idea of where this person is holed up. And I have a suspicion that, well, not all of the people from that Club Elan incident were accounted for.
Do tell.
Well, I mean, didn't they have one that they brought, the FBI brought out? I heard that they were seen taking crates out.
There was a few that would capture, and I heard that one got free and was questioned by the Anarchs later.
Right. And I told you about the two that I dealt with.
Yes, the two that you staked.
The two that I dealt with, yes. But noting locations, I'm really good at living in cemeteries, and so tomorrow night I think I'm going to check out Colonial Park.
Colonial Park Cemetery? You think the perpetrator will be hiding out there?
It's possible. There are a lot of places there to hide. There are a lot of crypts. And beyond the crypts, there are the walls.
Well, you want to spearhead this, or shall I have someone take care of it?
Well, it's now personal for me, so I'm going to definitely go over there and try to figure out if they're over there. If I find evidence, is there a way I can quickly contact them?
Well, I mean, it's not like you can call me on a cell phone.
Well, no, but...
You know where I'll be. Just bring them to me. We'll handle it from there.
Okay.
We'll stake them out to the sun together.
Sounds good. Or you may just get their head. Either way, it works.
Why, you know, I so much like to watch them squirm as the sun comes up.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I'm just feeling might get put off by this thing.
I don't know why. They're just humans.
As you said, I'm still a little too close.
One of these days, you'll grow out of that humanity.
Yeah.
And here I thought you were making progress.
Well, you know, I'm trying new things. Or I should say maybe new supplies.
Yes, page 4 had an interesting article.
Well, yeah, I'm good at getting rid of the evidence.
Well, let's hope you got rid of all of it. I hate to have to stake you out as well.
They find anything, I'll be amazed.
And with that, he shimmers and vanishes. Kind of looks like he steps back into the shadows kind of deal. But you know the routine. You've done it yourself.
Yes.
And your grandfather is still quiet.
That's perfectly alright. The anger state Jude is in right now, he's right now his evil twin, Judd. As you would know them.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so it looks like we'll leave it off there at the end of the 12th night. A kind of eventful investigation. Huh?
It's 12th night.
Yeah, the 12th night.
Okay.
Now we'll have to worry about the 13th night.
Friday?
Huh?
Will it be Friday?
I think it's currently Friday, if I was not mistaken. Let's see.
19th is a Tuesday, isn't it? So it's
June.
June.
Yeah, because you guys started in May.
Yeah, I think it was Memorial Day itself, the 29th.
So 7, 8, 9, 10,
12.
11, 12.
I was just going off by the date that was on the paper.
Yeah, I put the 9th down, and I figured today was you guys was on the 10th. So, all right. So, like I said, that sounds like a pretty good spot to call it a night.
Okay.
You guys got your information, and you're able to call it an evening so that we can start fresh like daisies the next evening. And we'll see what kind of vengeance or retribution that Jude would like to enact on our wayward bloodsucker, if indeed it is a wayward bloodsucker and not just some human pretending. Who knows? We'll find out. Check back with us next Sunday to find out exactly what's going on. Don't forget to check with us Wednesday for some more When Cosmos Collide. And if you like chaos, be here Friday, because we are definitely a chaotic group, and Robert has to deal with us. So we will see you then. Remember, we are in this adventure called life together, folks, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Please treat those around you the way you would like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.
Bye.